If you eat eggs regularly, especially if you're over 60, there's a good chance you've wondered what really happens inside your body when eggs become a daily habit. Eggs have long been associated with strength, protein, and good nutrition, yet they've also been blamed for high cholesterol, heart problems, and inflammation. Many older adults eat eggs every single day, believing they are doing something healthy, without realizing how the aging body responds differently over time. What actually happens when you eat 4 eggs every day, not occasionally but consistently, is far more complex than most people think. And that's exactly what I want to share with you today, based on years of observing how food affects aging bodies. I'm Dr. Nancy Weller, and this is something I've seen repeatedly in adults over 60. As we grow older, the body no longer processes food the same way it once did. Digestion slows, enzyme production decreases, and the body becomes less efficient at breaking down dense foods. This means that foods that felt harmless or even beneficial earlier in life can start producing very different effects later on. Eggs are a perfect example. They are nutrient-dense, affordable, and easy to prepare, which is why so many seniors rely on them daily, sometimes multiple times a day, without realizing what that consistent intake may be doing beneath the surface. When you eat 4 eggs every day, the first noticeable effect often comes from the protein content. Eggs are considered a complete protein, meaning they contain all essential amino acids. For seniors experiencing muscle loss and weakness, this can initially feel helpful. Protein supports muscle maintenance, assists with tissue repair, and can help you feel fuller for longer. Some older adults notice improved satiety and slightly better energy at first, especially if their diet was previously low in protein. However, protein utilization changes with age. The aging body doesn't just need protein, it needs protein that is easy to digest and absorb. Eggs are an animal-based protein, and for many seniors, eating several every day can lead to digestive heaviness, bloating, or sluggish digestion. This becomes more common as stomach acid levels decline, making it harder to consistently break down dense animal proteins. These effects often develop slowly and are easily mistaken for normal aging. Another important factor is cholesterol. Egg yolks contain dietary cholesterol, and while modern research shows that cholesterol from food doesn't affect everyone equally, older adults are more likely to experience changes. As the liver becomes less efficient with age, some people become cholesterol responders, meaning their blood cholesterol rises when cholesterol-rich foods are eaten regularly. Eating 4 eggs every day creates a constant cholesterol load, which may quietly influence heart health over time. In some seniors, this habit leads to higher LDL cholesterol, while in others, it contributes to increased inflammation, even when cholesterol numbers appear normal. This is why many people feel fine for years and are later surprised by changes in blood tests or cardiovascular markers. The body adapts slowly, and the effects of diet often show up long after habits are formed. Eggs also contain saturated fat, which can influence how cholesterol behaves in aging arteries. While the amount in a single egg is modest, eating several daily allows this fat to accumulate. In a younger body, this may not be a concern, but after 60, when arteries naturally stiffen and circulation becomes more fragile, this cumulative effect becomes more significant. There is also the issue of chronic inflammation. Aging is associated with a low-level inflammatory state that affects joints, muscles, and overall energy. In some individuals, eating egg yolks in large amounts may add to this inflammatory burden. This doesn't always appear as pain, but rather as joint stiffness, slower recovery, or persistent fatigue that many people assume is just part of getting older. At the same time, eggs do provide valuable nutrients. They are rich in vitamin B12, which supports nerve health and energy production, and choline, which plays an important role in brain and memory function. For seniors with limited appetite or restricted diets, eggs can help prevent certain deficiencies. This is why eggs often produce mixed effects, offering benefits while quietly creating challenges when consumed in excess. Eating 4 eggs every day can also influence blood sugar regulation. Eggs do not significantly raise blood sugar on their own, which is why they are often recommended for glucose control. However, when eggs dominate meals and replace fiber-rich foods like vegetables, legumes, and whole grains, insulin sensitivity may gradually decline. After 60, the body's ability to manage blood sugar naturally weakens, making dietary balance increasingly important. Gut health is another overlooked factor. The gut microbiome changes with age, and a diet heavy in animal-based foods can reduce beneficial bacteria. Eating eggs daily without enough plant variety may contribute to digestive irregularity, constipation, or weakened immunity. These effects develop gradually and are rarely linked back to diet. How eggs are prepared also matters. Eggs cooked with butter, processed meats, or high heat can create compounds that increase oxidative stress, which accelerates aging at the cellular level and contributes to chronic disease. Many seniors prepare eggs the same way every day, unaware that cooking methods influence how food affects the body. There is also the question of protein variety. While eggs provide protein, relying heavily on a single source may not support optimal muscle maintenance in older adults. As the body becomes less responsive to protein with age, it often benefits more from a diverse mix of protein sources rather than repetition. Over time, eating 4 eggs every day can affect appetite balance. Eggs are filling, which may reduce hunger for other foods. Gradually, important nutrients from fruits, vegetables, and plant-based proteins may be crowded out. What feels like a simple habit can quietly reduce dietary diversity, which is essential for healthy aging. Heart health remains a major concern. Research shows that individual response to eggs varies widely, especially in older adults. Some tolerate daily eggs without issue, while others experience subtle changes in arterial health and lipid balance. This variability is why generalized advice often fails seniors. Existing health conditions matter as well. Adults with insulin resistance, metabolic issues, liver conditions, or a family history of heart disease may be more sensitive to frequent egg consumption. After 60, the body has less flexibility, making moderation more protective than excess. The aging body thrives on balance rather than extremes. Eggs can be part of a healthy diet, but eating 4 every day removes that balance. Many seniors feel better when digestion is lighter, inflammation is lower, and meals include a wider range of foods. When eggs are combined with fiber-rich and plant-based nutrients, potential downsides are often reduced. Many older adults who reduce daily egg intake notice gradual improvements. Digestion feels lighter, energy becomes more stable, and lab markers often improve over time. These changes happen slowly, which is why they are often overlooked. Ultimately, what happens when you eat 4 eggs every day depends on your age, digestion, health history, and overall diet. Eggs are not the enemy, but they are not harmless when consumed in excess later in life. After 60, maintaining strength, energy, and independence is less about eating more of one food and more about choosing better balance.